We're ready to start reading our third article on our unit, Should Pit Bulls be Considered as Pets? This is our third resource. This one is called a blog, as you can see here at the top. This means it was written by a person that has an opinion about pit bulls and doesn't necessarily mean that everything they have in there is true. But it could be. We just need to look it up. But knowing the difference between a newspaper article and a blog is a big deal. Newspaper articles are usually filled with facts and they are researched by the newspaper and the editors. However, a blog is a person's personal opinion and they've written it on a site or they write about it to convince you usually or to give you opinions about what they're interested in. This particular blog person is called Pitbull Lover. Obviously you can see that they are probably for pit bulls. Let's read and continue. This one was written on August 14th, 2010. Pit bulls haven't always had a bad rep. Rep is short here for the word representation. The term pit bull doesn't describe a single breed, but multiple breeds of working dogs. Bulldogs and terriers were crossbred to produce these working breeds. The American Pit Bull Terrier, American Staffordshire Terrier, and Staffordshire Bull Terrier make up the core of the breed. The term is used to reference a variety of muscular dogs with short hair. Many of these short-haired, muscular dogs are mixed breeds that look similar to one another, although they have different genetic backgrounds. Dogs commonly mistaken for pit bulls are mastiffs, boxers, and American bulldogs. Before the Civil War, when the first pit bulls were brought to America by English and Irish immigrants, they were a respected breed. As working dogs, they were kept as hunters and guardians, as well as herders and pets. In the early 1900s, the pit bull was one of the most popular breeds in America. Pit bulls became a symbol of American pride, and their image was used on posters to recruit soldiers during World War I. One example of the popularity of pit bulls was Stubby, a pit bull mix who captured the nation's heart during the war. Stubby was the unofficial mascot of the 102nd Infantry Division. He once saved his entire platoon by warning them of a poison gas attack. Wounded twice in combat, he was the first dog to be awarded Army medals. Stubby came home to a hero's welcome. He is the inspiration behind the U.S. military Canine Corps. Pit bulls remained popular during the 1950s and 60s as respected companies used pit bulls as their mascots and in advertising. So it wasn't until the latter part of this century that pit bulls began to acquire their bad rep. All right, now's the time to pick up your pen and pencil or your highlighter and go ahead and highlight the claim that you see in this particular blog. What is the opinion that the editor or the author is trying to get across to you? Now, go ahead and pick up your highlighter and highlight 2 or 3 pieces of evidence that support the claim that you found. Once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next article.